Hello, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for doing a video lesson with me this week. The lesson that we're working on for everyone are chords, using chords in our left hand to match our melody. We're using the three most basic chords. They are called the 1, the 4, and the 5. When you play these chords, you play every note of the scale, and so our ear loves this sound. It's very harmonic. Often you'll hear at the end of a song kind of a it sounds very satisfying, right? So those again are called the 1, the 4, and the 5. I played those chords at that level. Where we want to start though is way down here at this level, where it's just a very, very basic chord, and we're just going to do it with one finger. This is the overall lesson, these three chords, using chords with our left hand, playing a melody with our right hand. This is really hard. This is the equivalent of dribbling a basketball with one hand and shooting the basketball with the other hand, or something you can imagine, right? You wouldn't try to do both of those things at once. You would do one hand and then the other, and then maybe try and put them together. Please practice that way, okay? All right, getting into it, here is this demonstration song we're doing this week. It's called Every Day. It's by Buddy Holly. I have sent a link. Please listen to it. Rock out to it in the car together if you want. We're just doing the first verse, really, first two verses if you want to. It's not the main chorus. It's not the whole song. It's very simplified. As with every lesson, I want students to hear what they're going to do first. So I played this song in this key, this version for them. But for our purposes, so that it fits everyone's level, I want this to be in a very basic key, key of C, no flats or sharps, okay? So starting at the very, very beginning, the way I write, if you don't know, and I think this is a good point where you can talk to your parents about how I write things, I wrote it out super simple in the right hand. I don't want you to have to think about sight reading the right hand. That's a different kind of lesson. This lesson is we're getting to the fun of it, and we're putting hands together. So I need the right hand to be very simple, very simple. I've written in the finger numbers. It's very easy. At some higher levels, I may have indicated, what is the faster notes with that look more like eighth notes. Everybody got this melody pretty fast, okay? This song is fun because we could turn it into a Valentine's Day song, and I did that. I demonstrated something like that. I think I did 8 different Valentine's lyrics that we could put to this song. For every kid, I did one. So if I can do 8 different ones, I'm sure you can come up with one. I talked to them about, themes for Valentine's Day, love notes, chocolate, hearts, red roses, February 14th, all the kinds of words that you would associate with Valentine's song, and just throw them in there, wherever you like, wherever it fits. First of all, then we're learning the song, right? Then we're going to add the lyrics, and you're going to come back and play the lyrics. Go ahead and write the lyrics on this song. I left room. You can do it. Okay. Right hand plays out. Left hand plays out separately. Left hand, though, this is what we're working on this week mostly, is left hand. The very basic level, I need you to use your pinky for every left hand note. You're going to be tempted to play it like this. No, we're not doing that. We're not using bully finger either. We're only using the pinky. I need you to learn that the pinky is the leader of the left hand when it comes to chords. We need to think through that. I know that's hard, but we're going to develop the strength of the pinky this week. We've got C, then to an F, then back to a C, then up to a G. You could also go down to a G if you want, or down to an F. All right, this is how we're playing these notes, right? So, every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. All right, that's the very basic demo of the song. If you are at this level, we have taken the same chord, and I boxed and used the color that's predominant, that's the pinky. We're just going to add the 5th note up, okay? So you're going to play the pinky for C, the red, and then we're also going to play this G, that's the 5th note up. So it becomes, and then F becomes, and then G G becomes, okay? If that's a little hard, you can always do this, start here and add that one. And that's kind of fun, especially at the end, right? Hear how that sounds at the end. So if you're here and you'd like to just experiment with this level, great. Play around with it. You know, it could be, or it can be together. Okay. Again, practice left hand, then practice right hand. All right, some of you have moved on to the full chord of the song. The full C chord is C, E, G. We're just going to skip every other note, okay? And if you're at this level, I still want you to move so that you're using your pinky on the name of the chord. So in this case, C is the first chord. F is the next chord. And then G. All right? So you'll see we're still skipping every other one when we do it. And it's all written out there, right? Okay, if that's hard for you, start here and add the third finger. These guys have to get out of the way. And it's kind of hard. It's a hard skill to learn. It's like, you know, using chopsticks is a little hard. We just have to rewire our brain a little bit for it. So if it's really hard to do all three at once, we're going to go here and add that guy, okay? Until it becomes easy, all right? So if you're at that level, awesome. Enjoy. Next level up. The next level up is where we get into sort of the names of it. And these are all the same chords that are written here, but they're inversions of the chord, okay? So in this level, we're keeping C the same way. C, E, G, exactly the same. But we've changed F and G a little bit. F is now we're saying, you know, it'd be pretty easy to just keep my C down here instead of moving it way up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the C here and just move my fingers to the F and the A. So we're here at C, and then instead of moving all the way up to F, we're going C to F here. Do you see how those are the same three notes? They're just arranged a little differently. The name of that chord stays. It's still the F chord, okay? The 4 chord, the F chord. All right, so C. And then G works the same way. Well, look, I'm already playing G, so can I get in, let's see, B and D a different way? Sure, I can put B here and D here. All right? If I've not had a lesson with you that involves these inversions or that involves me talking to you about arranging chords this way, maybe don't jump to this level, okay? Maybe stay here. Still super satisfying, same song, same chords. This rearrangement is it's a little tricky. It's very doable still. And I would like you to also realize that the next level up from that is to name these chords. Okay, the name of these chords is the 1 chord. Okay, if C is our 1 chord, it's all very relative. The 4th chord, the IV, that stands for 4, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's just the major chord, the 4th step up from C. What's the 5th chord then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's G. All right, so that naming, that nomenclature is pretty common in music, and we use it so that we can change keys. So if you are, you know, somewhere in here, I may have sent a scale sheet home with you in which we've talked about scale challenges this week, scale challenges over the next few months. And if you're at that level, I would really encourage you to maybe think about how you could change this song every day into a different key. All right, so instead of all of it being in C, what if you did it in G? All right, well, if this is now our 1 chord, we're changing it to the key of G. Now, this is the 1 chord. What's the 4 chord? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's C. All right, now the C is the 4 chord. What's the 5th chord? Oh, that's D. And it has to be major. Remember that. Okay. Let's try it in F. That was what was originally written over there. F would go 1, B flat is the 4, and C is the 5th. All right, you have a scale challenge paper. You could also maybe change this to a different key. You could change it to a key of D. There's the 1 in D. 2, 3, 4. G is the 4th chord in D. And then what becomes the 5th? A. A major though. All right, I've demonstrated some of those for you, and I know you can do them if you really, really want to. I look forward to hearing everybody's lyrics and hearing everybody's attempt at any level, whatever level it is, to play this song. Thank you so much.